The road stretched before me, dimly lit by my headlights as I sped through the fog. It was late, and I was desperate to get home. I usually avoided this route, but a colleague had mentioned it was a faster way back. The fog was getting thicker by the minute, swallowing the road ahead, but I was too tired to care. I should have slowed down, but I didn't. I just wanted to be home. The shrill ring of my phone cut through the hum of the engine, startling me. I fumbled for it, keeping one hand on the wheel. "Hello?" I answered, my voice clipped. The man on the other end was frantic, his words tumbling over one another. Something about a car accident. I'd heard calls like this 100 times before in my line of work. Lawyer dealing with car accidents. Injuries, the aftermath of someone's worst day. He was panicking, gasping for air between sentences. I waited for a pause so I could get his name, but before I could speak, his voice dropped to a whisper, trembling with fear. "Who is this?" I opened my mouth to respond, but then something loomed out of the fog. A figure. A body? It struck the car with a sickening thud, and I slammed on the brakes, my heart lurching into my throat. The body arched over the hood and disappeared into the fog behind me. For a moment, I sat frozen, my hands gripping the wheel so tightly they ached. I had just hit someone. Panic surged through me like a jolt of electricity. This was bad. I was speeding, visibility was near zero, and I'd been on my phone. I knew how cases like this played out, I'd fought them in court. But now, it wasn't someone else's nightmare. It was mine. I shoved open the door and stumbled out, the fog wrapping around me like a shroud. My phone was still in my hand, the caller's voice forgotten as I scrambled to call my firm's senior partner. My fingers fumbled over the screen, and I could barely think straight. "Oh my God," I gasped into the phone as it connected. "I just hit someone. I might have killed him. There's this fog, and it's dark, and I didn't see him. I don't know what to do. I can't find his body. What do I do?" I was babbling, barely coherent. As I ran down the road, the fog blinding me to everything. My voice echoed in the still night, desperate and raw. Then, suddenly, the words died in my throat. A jolt of deja vu slammed into me. Not a faint flicker of full-body shock. The words I was saying, the panic in my voice. They were the exact words I'd heard on the phone before the accident. My breath caught. My mind raced. Into the phone, I whispered, "Who is this?" Silence. Then a bark of static, the squeal of tires, and the sound of a car door opening. The line went dead.